welcome back to my channel. So for the past couple months this summer, I've been living in Arizona with my family and at the same time also doing an internship. I've just today wrapped up the internship and tomorrow I'm going to be flying to Edinburgh, Scotland, and I'm flying there because I'm about to start my master's degree at the University of Edinburgh. I need to finish packing because tomorrow I have a really big day ahead of me. I'm leaving pretty early in the morning. I'm going to drive to Phoenix from Tucson, get on a flight, fly to Canada, and then from Canada connect to Edinburgh. And I'm just excited to get settled into a new life in a new country, hopefully last one for a while. So let's finish packing and I can embark on this new chapter in my life.
The sound of a kiss we stole from the night, the self-rushing heartbeats of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze, dance of two hands, eager to meet a kiss.
I was way too tired to talk to a camera after my long-haul flight, but I managed to arrive in Edinburgh on the very last day of Fringe Festival. So I got to go to a circus show in the Meadows. It was run by a Chicago-based aerial company, and it was absolutely fantastic. I was so impressed, and it was the perfect way to keep myself motivated to stay awake during my first very jet-lagged day in the city.
Hello everybody from Edinburgh, Scotland. It's actually a couple weeks later now, and the reason why I had to wait so long to film this is because I actually got so sick after traveling to the UK. I ended up in the hospital. I felt really terrible for about 5-6 days, and it was really unfortunate because I was at a really big event in London, which is actually what my next video is going to be about, and I missed out on some of the itinerary and events because I was so ill. Now it's a couple weeks later, I'm feeling almost back to 100%, but I am so happy to be here in Scotland. I'm now moved into my new apartment. My boyfriend met me at the airport and I've just kind of been slowly exploring around a bit. For those of you who have maybe seen a few of my previous videos, you might know that I actually was supposed to start my master's degree last year, and I did come to Edinburgh last year. However, this city is in the midst of a horrible housing crisis. There's not enough housing stock for the number of people who want to rent here. And so as a result, it is incredibly difficult to rent an apartment. Basically, what happened last year is we had been in Edinburgh for about a month. And at that point, we still hadn't signed a lease. We were still viewing apartments. The first week of school had started. I was already skipping lectures to go to flat viewings. And I was just falling behind incredibly fast. And we just decided that like we were not close to finding an apartment and like it just didn't make sense to stay, and we deferred my program for a year. So this year we actually ended up using what is called a relocation agent. Essentially, they do all the hard work for you. They find you the flat listings, they get approval from you, they go to the flat viewings for you, and then they're able to advocate for you after you put in the application. So if you're someone who is moving to Edinburgh, and I'm sure this is applicable to other cities in the UK as well, I would highly recommend using a relocation agent. I'm not going to name drop the one we used, but there's a lot under Google if you're just willing to give it a search. So I'm just super stoked to be here. I'm really ready to start university without any like outside stress coming in. I really enjoy Scotland. I actually did a semester exchange at the University of Glasgow, and Glasgow's a great city, don't get me wrong, but the first time I came to Edinburgh, that's when I decided I have to live here. And so I'm just really happy it worked out. This is kind of like a dream come true. This year, everything is just going to plan. Last year was just like one disaster after another. So I'm just so happy right now. And I'm actually really excited to show you guys a bit around the city. It's a beautiful city. The whole Old Town and New Town area are actually UNESCO World Heritage Sites. They're very well preserved. The Old Town is from the medieval era, a lot of it, and there's gorgeous cobblestone roads. There's a castle in the city. It's just absolutely stunning. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to take you for a bit of a walk through the city. So I'll chat with you guys a little bit later. Checking in, it might be a bit windy, so please excuse the wind noises, but we ended up actually going to a ballroom dancing taster session hosted by the University of Edinburgh, and it was so much fun. I loved it. And then after that, we kind of just wandered through town. We ended up finding this really interesting, really small art gallery. I think it was called Fruit Market, and admission was completely free, which was great. It was really small, and there was one exhibition in there. To be honest, I didn't like 100% understand it, but I really respected it. Right now, we're sitting right across from the big fountain in the Princes Street Garden. Really enjoying the day so far. I think next we're gonna go down the Royal Mile and get some footage of that and just keep on enjoying our day. everybody, it's a bit later now. The weather has definitely taken a turn for the worst here in Scotland. About a week or so ago, there was what the UK called a heat wave. And it certainly did not feel like a heat wave to me coming from Tucson, Arizona, where the weather was, like 115 Fahrenheit or about like 45 degrees Celsius almost every single day for weeks on end. But I guess in the UK, there's no air conditioning units, so it was a bit of a struggle for some people, I think particularly down south where it does get a lot hotter than Scotland does. So yeah, now it's really cooled down a bit. The rain has started coming. It's a bit windy now, so I definitely feel the beginnings of what is in store for the rest of this season, these first few months in Edinburgh. But earlier today, I went for a nice walk in Holyrood Park. It's absolutely gorgeous there. It's so nice to have this like big piece of nature right basically in the center of the city. And when you're up in the park, you like can't hear the cars anymore. There's some elevation gain, there's swans, there's like lakes. It's just fantastic. So that's definitely going to be like a regular hit for me probably. But now I actually want to do a bit of cooking. I'm really lucky in this flat to have a ginormous kitchen, and I'm definitely going to take advantage of it. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to make a sort of Japanese inspired ramen. I'm not following any recipe or anything, but I'm just going to use a miso base and then toss in a bunch of random ingredients I picked up at the supermarket today, and we're going to see what happens. We just got some ramen bowls, so we're going to try those out, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm up to in the kitchen, and then I'm going to probably end the vlog there. School starts next week. I'm super excited to finally get back into classes and get back into like a big routine. I've signed up for a few societies, so I'm just really excited for what the rest of this semester has in store for me.
Sound of a kiss we stole from the night, the self-rushing heartbeats of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze, dance of two hands eager to meet. A kiss and two heartbeats ring out on the street. 'Cause kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and bloom in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, and how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. How to lie, and how to lie, oh no. So let's take a step in this first dance of kisses and heartbeats, embracing by chance. Because maybe fate is too much of the world, just two random passengers caught in a whirl. A kiss and two heartbeats entwined in a curve.